Want to learn the 7 reasons why you're struggling to live the lifestyle you want to achieve with your Amazon business? Stick with us for the next few minutes. You don't want to miss this. Hey everybody, I'm Isaac Coleman, and I've developed brands that have done over $10 million in sales on Amazon over the last 6 years. I've also been able to coach over about 1,000 people in this Amazon business, which has been an awesome experience. The best thing I think that I've been able to do over the last few years is in 2015, I stopped working for somebody else and started working on an Amazon business and haven't turned back. With me today is Kirsty Verity. How's it going, Kirsty?
Yeah, good, thanks, Isaac. And yeah, I'm Kirsty Verity, and again, I've been selling on Amazon now for the last 6 years. I've been lucky enough to sell over $17 million on Amazon, and along with Isaac, I've been coaching people for the last 3 years now. And similar to Isaac, I really started this business particularly because before this, I was at a corporate job, 12, 14-hour days sometimes, and I just really wanted to change my lifestyle, and I wanted to be able to work from anywhere in the world. So that's what I did, started the Amazon business, and literally within 6 months, I was traveling the world. I traveled for like 2 or 3 years, and here we are today.
Yeah, I remember the first thing you told me was, sitting in Bali, getting your Amazon business set up. So that's one of the cool stories of when you've told me. But as promised in this video, we are going to share with you the 7 reasons why you're struggling to live the lifestyle you want to achieve with your Amazon business. So let's get started. Number 1, what do you think is the top reason why people just don't get the lifestyle that they want in this Amazon business?
Well, for me, number 1 is really you think you don't deserve it, right? So what does that mean? Well, I'm sure some people, you guys out there don't actually think that in your head. You don't actually say that to yourself. But intrinsically and emotionally, for some reason, you don't think you can do it. There's a fear around it, and it generally comes from a fear of failing, right? And so you either feel like you haven't had success in your life, you may have shared the idea with people that you actually want to build this business, and they've said, what do you want to do that for? It's not secure, it's not a real job, etc. And so with people surrounding you that way, you actually start to believe to yourself that you don't actually deserve success. So the one thing you need to stop doing to achieve the lifestyle you need is to essentially stop believing that you don't deserve it. Start believing it, and then you'll begin to achieve it.
Yeah, and it's that age-old saying, don't let the haters are going to hate. So don't let that happen to you. Don't basically sit there and get in your own head about this business. You do deserve the best things for yourself in life, and why wouldn't you want the best things for yourself in life? The second main thing that people just can't get over is you think it's impossible to achieve because you have no plan to get there. And that's one of the very first things that we talk to our coaching clients about when they first come to us and say, hey, I know I need help, but I don't know what to do. I don't even know what to do today. Like, they just don't know what they need to do. As the saying goes, what's the best way to eat an elephant? One bite at a time, right? So you can't just go out there and say this big hurdle is almost impossible to get over, because you can train, right? So it's like, I got to be able to commit to a plan, so that way then I can actually day by day, scale back and say I got to do these things each day to get to that main plan or that goal. And if your lifestyle is to quit your job like yours, Kirsty, would you just say go quit your job and then figure it out later?
No, so you definitely need a plan to be able to get there, and you need to stick to the plan, right? Yeah. And so don't get distracted with other things. Once you've got that plan in place, you need to start moving forward on that plan and put all those distractions to the side. So number 3, I would say, is generally it's that you're too comfortable to push yourself. So for instance, you might have a great job, you might have great salary, you might have some money in the bank, etc. And you like the idea of doing this business, you like the idea of making extra money, but you don't actually really need it, right? So one thing I actually did when I started this business is, and I'm not saying everybody should do this, but I made sure that I had enough money to support me for a certain amount of time, and I actually stopped working and concentrated on this business full time. We kind of call this like just committing to yourself that this is the thing that you want to do. If it's something that you don't want to do, then you need to be honest with yourself. But if you do want to do this, you then need to take that comfortability basically off yourself and push yourself forward.
Yeah, and when they're trying to build this business and something goes wrong, the people who are comfortable are the first to say, well, I don't need this, so I'll just go ahead and stop.
Yeah.
So that's the reason why they never achieve the lifestyle or even some of the sales goals or profitability goals that they ever wanted to, because as soon as it gets hard, that's when they quit. And that's not really a good way to start a business in general. Like, that's more like a hobby. Like, I've played guitar for 20 some years. I don't ever sit there and go, well, I'm going to quit. But at the same time, if it gets too hard, to learn a song or something, I can just stop and I can come back to it later. In business, you can't really do that, because if you leave your business, it goes away.
Yeah.
And so you don't want that to happen. The fourth thing I would say to live the lifestyle you want that you want to achieve is you can't commit the time to fulfilling your life's dream right now, which is one of the nobody ever says this to us, but they clearly say, like, I don't have time to do this Amazon business. I don't have time to, like, set up these plans and structures and processes. Well, that really tells us that you don't want to go out and achieve this dream right now, because what you're saying is, I don't have time to achieve this. And a lot of times they'll say, well, when my kids graduate, or when I retire, or when I quit my job, or when I get my pension or whatever, then I'll actually commit to it. Well, the problem with that is things change, right? So then they got to start the whole thing over again. And in that meantime, they've done nothing to grow it. So they're still not living a lifestyle they want.
Yeah, exactly. So I think it really comes down to, comfortability, commitment, and then that really, drives us into number 5, which is, you will make it happen someday. But if you're not putting the commitment in and you're too comfortable, you're never going to make it happen someday, right? Someday never comes. So essentially what we want you to do is take action today. Also follow the people that actually know what they're doing. They've had success on Amazon. And by following them and taking those actions, then that means that if you do it today, then it's not going to be someday, right? It's got to start now.
Yeah. And it's funny because it's basically just like kicking the can further down the road. Someday, but it never comes. So definitely take action now, commit to it, and start growing your business. Number 6 would be, you don't think you have the talent or experience to do it. A lot of people, when they see us, doing, kind of stuff like this, they'll say, oh, well, Kirsty, you're special. Isaac, you're special. You've done this. Well, it wasn't like we had experience when we did this. We just kept saying, I'm going to try it. I'm willing to fail. I'm willing to make adjustments, and I'm willing to keep doing it. I'm going to let it kick my butt a couple times, but I'm just going to keep pushing through it until I really figure it out. So make sure that you understand that perseverance actually overcomes talent or experience at the start of pretty much any business. Some of the smartest people aren't successful in business because they don't spend a lot of time committing action to it. They keep thinking about stuff, and when you do the actions, you'll actually get over that talent or experience pretty quickly.
Yeah, and if you've got a strong enough why, a strong enough reason, and a burning desire to actually do this business, no talent or experience makes any difference to that, because that's the key thing that's going to drive you forward. And then number 7, the only thing essentially that we find as well is that the only thing you're confident about is that you don't have confidence, right? Essentially, you've got fear about moving forward with this business. So what you need to do is take that confidence about the fact that you don't have confidence and put that into just doing small things every day that's going to take you closer to your goal. You don't have to, build Rome in a day, right? You don't have to make $1 million overnight. But essentially what you do need to do is to start to take small goals, small wins every day. And think about it, right? If you increase your efforts 1% every day for the next 30 days, you've increased you've compounded that effort by 30%.
Yeah.
So that's what we like to tell people to do, because action, then some sort of result breeds confidence.
Yeah, and we always tell people, I'm confident I can't run a marathon today, but I'm confident I can run a mile. And then if I kept running mile, and then next week at 2 miles, and then 2 weeks later 3 miles, I can expand and grow. And then eventually I'd be able to run a marathon. And that's what we really have to understand about this business. It's not a race to try to, get in there and get the first sale. It's a marathon to grow a business that's long-term and sustainable.
That's right. And celebrate your little wins every day, because those are the things that are going to breed more confidence in the future.
Exactly. If you want to learn how you can take back control of your Amazon business and achieve the goals you desire, check out Amazing.com, a program that we have created that's specifically designed for Amazon sellers, helping them transform their businesses from floundering to prospering. Check it out at Amazing.com or click the link in the description.
Also, if you love this video, please comment thanks in the comment box below, and don't forget to subscribe to the Amazing channel. Thanks for watching.